Morning, everyone. It is Sunday, and I realized I didn't upload. I took a video yesterday, actually multiple videos, but I didn't upload it because I didn't feel like it. But I'm gonna upload this one, obviously. So today's Sunday. Yesterday was good. Yesterday was, normal day. So this is the part that I don't understand about the business. You're starting the day. Some people show up, but till like 1 o'clock, you're sitting with maybe one table or two table. Then at around 1:30, another three table coming and saving the day. Yesterday, I made about 5.7, so I can call a 0.7 profit. So at least it's not a loss, so that's a good thing. But at the same time, it's not a big win. So I need a big win. I definitely need a big win. So that's what I'm looking for in here. A big, 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 huge win. I'm looking for to redecide about selling the place. But no, it won't change the idea of selling the place and leaving the country, obviously. But the problem is my region, I mean Turkey, where the Turkey is, it's a big country. There is no problem. I mean, from westernmost to the easternmost, you're flying in a plane in 2 hours. Okay, it's a big country, but at the same time, when something happens in the region, it affects us, the Turks, directly, immediately. And the conflict right now will increase. The conflict will not stay with just Israel, Palestine, and Ukraine, Russia. It'll move to Iran. I mean, I don't want to act like Axios, they got better news outlet for you. But what I can tell you is we got some. Uh, did you ever heard the dominoes scale at the Pentagon? So if the Pentagon is working, this dominoes always delivering down to the Pentagon. I believe it was dominoes, right? So in Turkey we do this scale too, but with FedEx. Okay, when FedEx, uh, there's two parts. If FedEx delivering more items to Turkey with boxes, that could lead to a conflict in the region, or if they stop delivering items to Turkey, that's another thing. It could lead to conflict. This time, FedEx actually tripled their delivery to Turkey, to the region. And Turkey right now is the main hub for all the Middle East. So because of that, the FedEx is literally tripled their deliveries. You know why? Let me say. I'm gonna change at the same time, so I'm not gonna show you my ass and my pink underwear. But especially the U.S. soldiers that's serving in the region right now, they are ordering more things from United States than it was because they don't know right now what could happen, what could lead to the conflict, how long it's going to take, etc., etc. So they're ordering more items than usually they were. So you can understand, not just by the ship movement or the U.S. Aircraft carriers are moving to the region, but also because of the FedEx. And if you ask me where I learned this this thing from a friend that works in FedEx. That's easy. And it's not, it's not a secret. It's not a secret, the people are keeping, like FedEx is not giving like warning to the people that you should keep it to yourself, this information. Actually, they wanted to say, because like it's the extra amount of things are traveling right now to Turkey, and the operation is going so smooth for FedEx in the region, with the triple amount of goods that delivered to Turkey, to the region. So yeah, actually they're doing kind of advertisement. So the conflict will happen, and the conflict actually is leading to something else. Yeah, regional dispute is one thing, but in the meantime, not just the regional dispute, but also what's happening in there is it leads to economical failure, because Turkey is doing lots of trade with Iran. Both Iran and the United States were doing a lot of trade. That's why, for example, Donald Trump, not Donald Trump, I mean like the administration, of course, ordered to do extra 25% tariff on Turkish goods, because Turkey is doing a lot of trade with Iran. Not just, Turkey is doing this trade with all the countries right now in the known conflicts, like Palestine and Israel. Turkey is the biggest trade partners of these countries. Ukraine and Russia. Turkey is the biggest trade partners in the conflict. United States, not. I mean, we're not a huge trade partner with the United States, but we're a huge trade partner with Iran. It's not for the gas; it's for the goods, because we got a border, guys. We got fucking border, and like Israel, Palestine, in between Turkey and Israel, there is. If you take a reroute, there is only Syria, but if you go direct, there is Syria and Lebanon, but it's pretty close. And the thing is, Turkey, especially Istanbul, is a major choke point. It's in the middle of everything. Like, for example, from Turkey to Israel to Tel Aviv, you're flying in 1.5 hours. Turkey to Kiev, 1.5 hours. Turkey to Tehran is 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours. I'm not sure, but Turkey is a major choke point for every conflict in the region, so it'll affect us. And look, yes, I'm doing critiques of the Turkish government, right? But at the same time, I support the Turkish government's. Turkish government always wanted to stay neutral. It was always like that. Only in Korean War, Turkey was the first country that sent soldiers to Korea. Before that, in World War II, we stayed neutral. But at the same time, at the end, when the war was guaranteed, the Allies are winning, we declared war to Germany. But that was just a moment to show that we want to enter NATO. So, but Turkey actually helped with neutrality to the Allies. Because the thing is, if Turkey, and in the World War I, Turkey was with the Germans. Actually, Ottomans, not Turkey, but Ottomans didn't want to enter the World War I. But they ordered ship. Ottomans ordered ship to the United Kingdom. They didn't deliver. So Wilhelm, the German emperor, with the Ottoman emperor, they were close relationship. So Germans said, okay, we're gonna send you 2 battleships, like major battleships, with the crew. So you can get the trained crew in your hands. So we can put the Turkish flag. We can name it Turkish, but it'll be like German crew. and that two German ships actually sailed to the Black Sea, and they bombarded Crimea, and because it was Turkish flag, Ottoman flag, and the Ottoman ships, they entered the war. The Ottoman entered the war because of that. But if Ottoman had a choice, had a chance to stay neutral, they would stay neutral. I believe that. Because they've been in a lot of conflicts, So, in the World War II, Germany, especially Hitler, tried a lot for us to enter the conflict. But, look, if you think of World War II, Turkey is in the middle. Greece was invaded by the Italians. In reality, Hitler. Bulgaria was invaded by the Hitler, by the Italy or Germany, whatever. So, give me a second. So, yeah, I'm putting a deal stick. So I don't want to show you that. So Turkey would be a crucial place for both Hitler and both Churchill, and actually, Churchill came to Turkey too for us to join the war efforts, but Turkey said no, thank you. We don't want to meet in war. I'm wearing Jacksonville. Obviously, I'm wearing Jacksonville today again. So, right now, Turkey will stay neutral, and I'll support the Turkish government for staying neutral with any war right now. But in the meantime, Ukraine, Russia, Turkey is neutral. But with the Palestine, Israel, they keep doing trades with Israel, but in their mouth, it's always like, Israel, Netanyahu, they're the worst, they're killing babies, etc., etc. They're just talking and talking. They're, when the Israel killed this Hamas leader in Tehran, they put the Turkish flags in half. They forced their own people to mourn for a terrorist. Look, because they are. This is what I'm saying to the people, and sorry, this is too much ADHD. I know. This is what I'm saying to the people. Okay, you're sad for the Palestinian kids, Palestinian babies, Palestinian families. That's good. I get it, but don't fucking support terrorism. Okay. Hamas is not a freedom fighter. It's a fucking terrorism organization. Okay? So, in 2002, 2002, Hamas blew 4 cars in Turkey. They killed 2,000 people, 2,300 people in Istanbul, simultaneously. 2 synagogues, 1 HSBC building. They blowed those buildings. Hamas did that, okay? So, 9/11 happened, right? More than 2,000 people died. Yeah, we got our 9/11 too. So, when you want to support something, don't destroy another thing, So, 1 second. I'm getting a pill. It's, let me tell you that. Lansoprazole. So, what I was saying. So yeah, Turkey probably will stay neutral, but we'll keep doing trade with Iran. But at the same time, we will open our bases for United States to use. So, you got me? yeah, we will stay neutral, but there's lots of things that are going on in the region, and it'll affect. And I believe that, look, the United States got all the power to finish the conflict so fast, so fast. But also, everybody knows that the United States will not going to finish the conflict so fast because it'll be a huge loss for the United States. Because no, not like loss. They will not lose the war. But what about the guns, man? I mean, the gun makers. How are they gonna make money if they finish the conflict so fast? How are they gonna make the money? Holy shit! I don't have any $10 in here, and I need lots of $10. Not like a lot, but $5, $10 I need. Okay, I don't have any $10 in here, and this is bad. Like, yeah, I'm counting money right now. If you hear from the sound. Okay, I found two. I found two $10. I should look for the color, but there's some money that is changing the color, and it's kind of giving you the false. You know, $50 is giving you this weird thing that you're thinking that is okay. Let me get the $5 bills too. Buddy, susulum. Oh, I find another 10. Okay, that's good. So, what I was saying. Dude, lots of money. I mean, not lots of money, but some lots of money. Probably maybe $1,000 in here. I don't know. And you know, probably because of the safety, I shouldn't do this, and I shouldn't show you in the video. Because somebody might try to enter the home and steal all the money that I have. It seems like a lot. That's another thing I don't like about this country. And that is the, look, it seems like a bunch of money in here, but most of them are $1 bill. So I don't like it. Because the $1 bills are bills, right? So when it comes to the pile, it makes it look big, but it's not making even a pile, you know. So, yep. Okay, we're done. We're ready. Buddy downstairs barking because he wants some treat. Okay, we're going. So, yeah, where was I actually? Let me say. No, I'm not going in here. I was saying. The war will affect Turkey more than we are expecting. So it'll be bad. It'll be bad. Hadi görüşürüz aşkım, ben gidiyorum. So the money already in Turkey is melting. The currency is melting. And like it's all connected. Like, do you know what is capricious wars? It's a concept of a war actually. Capricious wars. It's like the neighboring countries are declaring war to each other. Okay, by the conflict, because there is no neighboring countries in the world that not in a conflict. Okay, everybody is in a conflict actually. So yeah, I mean, I think in Canada was before this administration. Maybe there was a peace, but at the same time they're in a conflict because like United States using the miles, they're using kilometers. So even this little difference can create a conflict between United States and Canada. So the capricious wars are this, okay, and this idea, the theory of capricious wars are not just like a war, like fighting or gunfight. That's not like that. It could be economical war too. So yeah, it is what it is. It's raining men. So it can lead actually to a capricious war for Turkey in the region. And actually Erdogan is afraid of this because right now there is a huge movement in Iran by the people against the government, and they keep fighting. They keep resisting the regime in there, and like it happened in Turkey pretty close. Actually, it happened in Turkey. The people started rioting. I mean, not like rioting, but starting protesting. But the police is using excessive force on people that protesting. So the people were using excessive force on police officers too. So it was a riot, obviously. And it happened in 2012. It erupted in 2012 in Turkey when I was actually a student in college, and I went to the riot, and I'm so proud of myself that I went to that riot. I don't care what the people say. In Turkey, they're saying, yeah, terrorism was using that as a they were using people. The terrorists were using people to make it to their cause, but I don't believe that's correct. I don't believe that's real. I was there myself to raise my voice against the government of Turkey. Okay, and I throw a stone to the police, to the riot police, myself, and I'm proud of it. If I'm fighting for my right, that was taken by the government of Turkey, I'll be so proud to throw a rock to the riot police. So I am proud, actually. I am proud for what I did in Turkey. Look, and I gotta explain this because when I say like this, oh no. For example, I got a former police officer. Actually, he was a police chief, so we were talking about this and what's happening in Turkey, etc. It was like a year ago, actually. The last riot happened like a year ago in Turkey. So I showed some videos to him. He said, no, it's wrong. You cannot, you cannot throw rocks to the police. They're doing their job. And I said, I showed him a video that the protest was for the police rights, okay? Because the police are Suicidal rates are so high between the police officers in Turkey. It's the highest in Turkey, actually, in the jobs. Um, so the people were protesting for the police officers, and the police brutality was happening in that protest. Okay, and I said the people were looking after not their rights, but the police officers' rights, and the police officers were, you know, using those excessive force on people for the police rights. And like, you see it, you see it, and he cannot understand because in the United States there is no conflict of a riot. There is no concept of a riot. I mean, they're calling it to the LA thing, like a year ago happened in LA riot. That's not riot. You never seen a riot before. By the way, I'm saying like you never seen a riot before. Of course, different region, different country, riots are different. So, I know, I got it. That was a riot. No, no, no. LA was a riot too. Chicago, in like a few years ago, Chicago was a riot too. But yeah, different region, different conflicts, different mechanics. So that's it. Yeah, that's the thing. What else? Yeah, ADHD. Today, ADHD kicks in so bad. I hate it, actually. I hated every minute of it. Oh, you see, this is my thing. When the ADHD kicks in, I'm jumping from topic to topic to topic. It's triggers. It triggers a thing. Like I'm talking about police riot, then it's becoming a police brutality. Sorry, that first becoming police, then it becoming police brutality, then from brutality, I'm saying Hitler. It's like this. It's jumping from topic to topic, jumping like this. So I actually don't like it, and my brain right now it's already swollen in the early morning, and I got a whole day to work in the kitchen, not in the kitchen, but in the front with the customers. I got to talk. So, yep. And in March 17, my parents are coming, and like recording video will be a little bit tougher because they won't understand what I'm doing. I mean, I'm doing it for myself. Obviously, nobody watches my videos. Let's cry all together. Nobody watches my videos. No, I'm not gonna do that. So, yeah, look. I mean, like, there is a reason behind it that I opened this, not a channel. I mean, I had already a channel, but I started recording myself for the money, obviously. I want to make money. I want to make some extra money on the side, and I want to make it like myself. I don't want to. I don't want to be like, did you ever been to this spot? It's awesome. It's so amazing. No, my life sucks. Okay, and I want to show you that. And I'm so bored. Look, everybody loves to watch the rich people's lives, but I don't like to watch the rich people and their lives. So I'm not rich. I'm not rich at all. Today, right now, in my bank account, in my personal bank account, there is like $12 left. Actually, the Google one, I have this Google One account, and it's failed to payment because it cannot take the payment. For example, I don't have Netflix or any other like HBO subscription, but I got IPTV, and the IPTV is like you're paying like $100 a year, and you're watching everything. Literally everything. Like every channel in the world is there. Every TV channel, yeah. And like, yeah, I can watch the games, any game that I want. If I want to watch, let's say, Premier League, I can watch from anywhere that shows it. If I want to watch it in Bolivia TV, I can watch it in Bolivia TV in Bolivian language. If I want to watch it in Kenyan TV, I can watch in Kenyan TV in Kenyan language. So, you know, it's like, it's the best thing in the world. Yeah. And not just the TV. There is the movies, you know, TV series they're uploading over there, and you're watching. So it's pretty good, actually. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna watch the video, this one, obviously, and I'll be mad at myself because my ADHD kicks in. Every time that kicks in, I'm watching my videos after I record, and after all the time that after every time that I watch my videos, it's I'm getting so mad at myself because I'll realize I started talking something and I didn't finish the topic. So yeah, it'll be like that. Yeah, it'll. Okay. So we're gonna finish the video like this. Okay. So hello, you guys. The 6 people that are watching me. I'm gonna move, go to the restaurant right now. So love you all. See you later. Bye.